Hello? Your mic is muted. Or it just doesn't work. But everyone in chat can't hear you and I can't hear you.
Well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of the harem anime or the harem series genre. It is one that has been long known and long respected. It's a genre that exists and people know of it. Okay, no, but actually, I understand why people enjoy it. You know, out there, people like to have a good dose of shipping material in their series, and I can appreciate that and have often I say often, occasionally, have indulged myself in such content. However, what's better than having one love interest that is pining for the affections of the main character, or vice versa? Having multiple of the thing I just said in the order that I said it, and I don't remember the exact order. At least for some people. What's the problem? Well, some of the time, there are people who try to make this content that don't quite understand the assignment, or they interpret it in a way that doesn't ultimately benefit them very much at all. Case in point, Royale Fairy Academy yesterday, where, depending on the runtime of the overall series, we may have ended up with an introduction of a third love interest for the main character, with following the childhood friend trope, very far into its production cycle. Possibly towards the end, if it's the same length as average gacha shows. Maybe towards the beginning, there's a very slim chance that might happen, but we won't know until years down the line if that's the case. So jury's still out. But ultimately, if it does end up being a case where, you know, it's way too late, it does always come as an attempt to wrap up certain things. Oh, like all the drama seems to have been resolved, and therefore it's necessary to introduce like another piece of the puzzle in order to perpetuate that further. What's the solution to this? Well, there are many things. One key solution is, instead of waiting to introduce the different characters in subsequent episodes, like a lot of anime do, for example, why not just have them all appear right at the beginning? Which is what I think is going to happen in this episode, based on the title and thumbnail, Meeting the Boys. Episode 1 of the series Meant to Be. What was meant to be? Well, we shall now see. I could be wrong on that assessment, however. There's a very slim chance, and so, because of that, we've brought forward an expert. And by expert, I mean somebody who has seen the series and will be able to comment if we end up going way off the deep end, or potentially just withhold that for spoiler purposes. We shall see. But in either case, please welcome Prism to the stage.
Yeah, expert. I don't remember anything that
happened. Okay, never mind then.
Well, I know the ending. I know who she's gonna end up with, but that's about it.
Okay, fair enough. That's like the one detail we don't want to know the answer to right now. Yeah. Well, I mean, unless we'll see. Please welcome the former king of spoilers and the best.
Yeah. The love interest who you want is dead.
I don't want any of them right now because I haven't met them.
I don't know. I don't know anything about the show. I briefly skimmed episode 1. I didn't even really watch it. Just kind of you know, when you go through YouTube and just skip several seconds in and watch a 5-second clip, then skip forward. I literally did that yesterday or when I saw this. That's all I know. Although I did see a lot of editing mistakes when I was doing that. It's God, some of the layering just got messed up. It's
honestly, there are some videos out there where where you just watch 5 seconds of it and you think, no, this is going to make a perfect review. Or in the case of Rare, for example, Ghosty sent me a clip that was into the episode. It was like, oh well, here we go. For the record, the creator, Jazel or Jazel or however you pronounce it, YT, has actually apologized in the description for the low production, and also mentioned that she just finished a gacha version of a Filipino drama which is something I want to check out some other day, not today. So we might be dealing with a rush production, unfortunately. But, these things happen. And also it's voice acted, so if this stream is very short, then we'll just go into the next episode and extend it a little bit more. We'll see. First of all, before we move on, I'm just going to say thank you to Ghosty for the $5 donation. People don't know, I'm going to cut this out the VOD probably, but we had some mic trouble, so Ghosty's not the only person going through Ringer mentally as of right now. But we will try to do that to have a fun stream, so thank you, Ghosty.
Oh, by the way, Prism, did you ever send the stuff to Jacob?
Yeah.
Yay!
Also, I know why my voice sucked. It's because I have a cold. So, yeah.
I mean, I couldn't really tell, but
No, it kept breaking, and I was like, why are you doing this? But apparently it was a sore throat.
I thought it was nerves.
Yeah, that too, don't worry.
That's nerves.
It was both.
I always get nervous when recording songs, which, yay.
Hi, Jaws.
Yeah, fair enough. I usually record alone, so I'm usually okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Either way, nerves aside, we've got now we're gonna cast judgment on somebody else instead.
Yeah, we're going to judge the love interests, maybe the main character.
Well, I mean, the show in general, but yes.
Maybe the main character, who knows? Oh, wait.
Oh, good grief, that is a very... What music is that? That sounds like a broken kazoo.
No, this is Shawn Mendes' song. Late Night? It's a Shawn Mendes song, I think.
I mean, okay, with a broken kazoo. They're not mutually exclusive.
Well, yeah. No, you don't want to play this. The audio. You gotta want to mute this. I say it's Shawn Mendes. I say it's Shawn Mendes. What is that?
Yeah, I know. I want to hear more of the kazoo for a split second. I'm also hoping we'd have to mute the entire video because it's voice acted as well.
I don't think we have to mute the whole video. Maybe it's just the beginning. We have to.
We'll see. If it's still playing as of right now when the character's mouth first opened, then we'll have a problem. Let's see.
Kiss me, please.
Oh no! Okay, never mind. Okay, in that case, I am gonna rewind and play it again just because I want to hear like the sharp cut that happens, or if it's a fade. Let's see.
Intro ever.
Oh, okay, fair enough then. It was a fade. All right.
In love in New York City.
Yeah.
Spend all night talking. Something out hours walking. Oh. I don't remember the exact lyrics.
Well done.
Yeah.
Spend hours talking. Oh.
Oh. In New York City. Yes. Anyway, also, quick beef about some of the hair highlights here. Why do the girls with purple hair have pink hair highlights?
Because sometimes people like to highlight their hairs in different colors.
I don't think but that kind of hair highlight used to be the hair shine, the lights hitting your hair.
Which is probably not a good thing if it's pointing in multiple directions, if that's the case, because look at the way that's faced.
Yeah, that's not, oh yeah, I dyed my hair a bit of pink. That's not one of the hair highlights you could pick that's not really one of the hair highlights you use for that. I think they just picked a random color for the hair highlight and it looks horrible. And also that girl has a white hair highlight, which isn't the worst, but also her hair is outline black, so her hair is a void, and I hate that.
Well, you can say the same thing for the top of the girl on the left as well.
Oh yeah,
it seems like someone's like snipped out that part in the video. Someone's applied masking to it.
No, I think her hair and her hair color and her hair outline are the same color in the background.
I was referring to the top, but yes. For a moment, I thought the girl carrying the cup had a clown nose, a tiny clown noise. In death we are one, in death we are strong, in death with the Heart Legion, yeah!
Oh my god, Chuckles. Chuckles reincarnated, guys.
Oh my god.
This is not my usual reincarnation. Why do I suddenly crave formula milk? Oh.
Please. Hey. Sorry, man.
I like that. Hey! After like they didn't move in the slightest. Like she was walking really slowly, but then like they stayed still.
Guys, 3 seconds in, and this is
and-
Hold on.
Oh
Okay,
my God.
wait. Hold on. Peak voice acting here.
What?
What?
This is the best series ever.
You know, I think this is already better than the thing we reviewed yesterday.
I will compliment one thing that I forgot to mention at the beginning. The custom cupcakes and how they're actually like constructed during the Shawn Mendes intro with the broken kazoo. Yeah, like I actually really like the way that they're built in and how they seem to actually be edited in order to and keyframed in this as well.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, I immediately take it back. Why did they not fall off the tray? Why did it flip like that? They're not stuck to the tray. That's not how you eat cupcakes.
They're glued to the tray. You know, the way, you see the way she feeds people with the tray was like, she's meant to go up to you, be like, you want to buy a cupcake? Cool. Hands you money. And like, she like, kind of like holds the tray as like, you kind of eat it like a dog. You're like, and that's how it works. That's how that works, obviously.
I was gonna guess that they just like open up the wrapping on the cupcakes and use that as like a mini plate or something, and then they take it away and they have to, I guess, scrape it of something. I don't know, or like wash it with like hot water so that the glue comes off. I mean, you know, I guess they do offer gluten-free options. They didn't say anything about glue-free. Anyway.
Watch where you're going.
I'm so sorry. I
You
didn't
probably
mean
wanted a love
to.
interest, you know, already being introduction, kind of being somewhat mean to the main protagonist.
Potentially, but I also there's one twist here that is not the usual thing in this introduction, because normally when a character trips and is into the love interest. Well, no, hold on, no. Well, yes, that's a possibility. There's two options when someone trips into a love interest you normally find in harem content. One, the person catches them, and you have a moment of like, "Are you unharmed, dear madam?" You know, that kind of thing in their heads.
Doesn't care.
Yeah, or alternatively, the person like trips over and then like they both fall and collapse on the ground, and depending on the age rating of said harem, there might be a potential like mishap of some kind that results in someone getting slapped.
Pervert.
For example, yes, that's what I was getting at. But in this instance, we didn't have either of those. In this instance, we had someone who tripped. We didn't see the collision, but we saw the person like falling on their head. So I can only assume that this guy saw somebody who was about to trip into him, took a step backwards, and let her fall to the ground.
Yes, his
That's
priority.
the only way the staging makes sense there.
We respect his priority.
Well, I can already tell this is not my favorite love interest. I haven't met the other three yet. This guy's already the worst.
Yeah, no, he definitely doesn't die.
Why are you trying to kill them?
I don't know. Listen, it's just the most obscene thing I could think about saying that probably
hear
would
me
He's
out.
calling back to the king of spoilers thing I said
Hear me
earlier.
out.
Yeah.
So one of the love interests gets chosen, and the other 3 just die.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
that's the final setup. They're all like inside like a room or something, and like the villain is trying to make it has to make the main character choose to save only one of them. Yeah.
Save the one you love.
Oh, okay. I guess this is another.
Oh,
Yeah.
No need to say sorry.
oh
Besides,
God.
it's ours.
Oh, this.
Oh, I guess I'm meeting all of them then.
No,
oh, they all just
no,
like shifted apart
okay,
from the one in
so
the
this
background.
is
And
the
none
one
of them
thi-
culture.
no, I have beef with some of these designs. This is the one.
course you do.
This is the one thing I noticed when like skimming through the video. She is in love with ghosts.
I mean, I can definitely
Or
say,
you
you know,
go.
second guy on the left is 100% a ghost. He's got the skull eyes and the pale
yeah.
complexion. Yeah.
I mean, okay, like listen, I know
The other ones, I don't know.
I know when people use the word white, they don't literally mean white.
Well,
They
the
don't
other two,
mean
well, the two on the
literal.
right are the two on the right are white and they're set the way that you would think.
Yeah, but I mean, the other two are. It's like when you say the word, oh yeah, you're white. You don't literally mean you are a ghost. You are transparent.
Someone
No,
check
not
out-
unless you're Hera or
Aiden,
Prism's
did you
profile
already-
picture actually.
Well,
Aiden,
yeah, but
did you already kill a love interest?
huh?
Well, he's headcanon the
you
one that was
already
dead,
kill a
if
love
that counts.
I don't know. I haven't headcanoned anyone. Also, the guy with blue hair, by the way, has brown outlines for his hair.
Oh yeah.
That's annoying. Either make him black or make him blue. Do not make him brown. Brown isn't even close to blue. It's not even like you have orange hair and your outlines are brown.
Well, maybe that's his original hair color.
But your outlines
I
would
just forgot to change it, yeah.
Your outlines would change. Your hair outlines would change too.
Well, unless you mean his original hair color before the blue cupcake fell on his head.
Yeah. Oh, no,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no,
right,
no.
yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
And then like he
But,
dyed it, and like
these
that's his.
designs are oh god.
We must be taking a step outside of his house for the first time in forever.
Oh my
Big,
God.
yeah,
For
big
the
bug.
first time in it burns.
Like I don't know if like the skin tone of those two was actually intentional or if the creator just I don't know. I hope the creator...
Well, it has to be. Well, that's not the default on Gacha. So if it wasn't intentional, how did we come across this?
Yeah, I know. It's just so bad. It looks
Also,
so...
the outline. Also, that character has grey outlines too, so it definitely feels like there was some thought that was put into this. Or alternatively, what might have happened is, I've mentioned this before, but my method for character creation to speed up the process to make them like look different to avoid having stuff like same face syndrome or stuff like that is to always start off with a preset at random, so a different preset that's completely unrelated, and then customize that instead of default boy or default girl. So I'm parting from a different place. This creator might have done the same thing, but forgotten to alter the skin tone of the original preset that was set like this. So if anyone knows if there is a pale preset with skull eyes in probably either Gacha Life or Gacha Club actually.
Maybe Gacha. I think this is Gacha Club. I think this is Gacha Club.
Yeah, I think this was August 2020 when this came out, so Gacha Club was released, but again, this was like during the awkward time period where people were either shifting over or deciding not to.
So we're the ones who need to apologize.
Okay, so interesting thing about this is that they all seem to be like on an extra like green screen layer that's not kept consistent. So the screenshots I think were taken with a screen capture tool of some kind, but like a selecting one, like a select region. But the regions selected were probably not consistent, because it's kind of really hard to do that on a computer if they're or on mobile. It's even worse on mobile if you try it that way. But it contrasts a lot with the guy in the background with the pink cupcake on his head now, because he seems to be on a different layer entirely. Which I question why he was on a different layer. Did the character just forget to add one of the boys, or possibly had to like fuse the image of the cupcake onto his head, and that became a different layer? That might be.
My theory behind the way they produced this video is the characters, when they're static and not talking, are on a separate layer. Like the static characters, like when they're not talking or doing anything, they're on a different layer, but the character talking is on a completely different layer. So that's why sometimes the layer shifts a lot, because one person is popping back and forth, because like, oh, this character's talking now I gotta like reorient everything, even though that is super dumb. But you could produce a video like that.
I mean, the image is not moving, so I do think that maybe there was an element of...
Ghosty wants in for a second.
I send the link while you were talking, don't worry. Yeah. I'm looking at chat now, clearly that did not pay dividends last time.
Apologize? It's her fault.
Okay. Oh, that's why it's a different layer, so we pan over. Alright, interesting. Before we move on and analyze that, I guess we've got two ghosts in his head now, jeez. Okay, Ghosty wants to say some things.
Okay, I have a couple things to say. One, earthquakey boys, and second, this is technically not a harem.
A reverse harem.
Okay.
Yes, by definition, this is a reverse harem, which is a harem but with a female protagonist.
I mean, yeah, but ultimately, I mean, I say harem for both because, well, because quite honestly, it like it feels like that term shouldn't be like a difference, right? Like ultimately, a harem is a set. It would be like a collection of people all pining after one person, or all, or in the
No,
case of like ancient harems, you would say like they're all potentially either
No,
having relations
like,
with one person.
they are different phrases because the original definition of harem is gender specific to boys. Which is why the term reverse harem even exists. Also,
I mean, why is it
another
gender specific? Because like logistically, you could have one in the reverse as well.
Logistically, it shouldn't be gender specific, but for some reason it is. So shrug.
Okay.
Also, something to say about the layers, especially the cupcakes, is that the layers seem to be moving out of sync with each other. You can tell that nothing is pre-processed before angles were added.
Yep.
Causing things to do, like, for instance, the boy shaking around in the last frame, like, this is Kyoto during an earthquake.
Oh, jeez.
You know,
That
one
line is
thing,
going to age like milk in the coming years, but yeah, fair enough.
But one problem with the boys' designs as well is I feel like when you're talking about any form of a harem or reverse harem, like each person in the harem like embodies a stereotype, but normally their design itself also conveys that stereotype. You have a preppy boy, he's maybe wearing a suit, he's like collared shirt,
Like,
you have like bad boy, maybe like piercing, wearing black.
Reverse harems in general tend to have a wide range of personalities, but as far as I can tell from the designs of these boys, they're all different variations of the same core personality.
Yeah.
That's definitely a fear right now. However, I'm guessing that because there are 7 episodes of this, my guess is that as the episodes progress, we are going to find out more differences between the boys as time goes by, and therefore, through that we'll be able to determine that rather than just like going by aesthetics alone. You do miss out on like one dimension by doing that, but ultimately it does add a bit more mystery. And I do know for a fact a lot of people like a mysterious love interest. I can say that from experience.
But I mean, design should be conveying whatever they're trying to be in a harem. Because people like certain aesthetics in a harem. Like people like, say, a shy, nerdy boy. Some people like that aesthetic more than the bad boy. Like
that is unless they're not trying to be anything. This is the creator trying to break down like what a harem can actually be, or reverse harem, whatever.
I don't think that's the case. I honestly think the creator just kind of just gave them all pretty design. I guess designs according to how the character, how she, or
it is, it is very possible. It's very possible. However, we are 36 seconds into the first episode. It's kind of too early to make that call just yet.
For what I think, I do. For what I've seen, I do think they all have distinct personalities as a thing. Like I'm saying this because I'm pretty sure they all have distinct personalities and distinct tropes they're following. Their designs just don't follow any tropes, or they don't follow the corresponding tropes.
I would also like to say something from an art perspective and an editing perspective. What is going on with these layers, dog? They're moving out of sync. Nothing matches up. And even these cupcakes, they look pretty bad.
I at least appreciate the fact that they were like custom made on screen, actually. I appreciate that detail at the very least.
Honestly, yeah, I appreciate that detail too.
But alright, also, before we... Oh, I guess that was the final line. Before we move on, I guess, also, grey outlines here too. So I guess we've got 2 ghostly apparitions.
Rather than
one, yeah.
Who probably aren't meant to be ghosts, but
Well, I mean, one of them, the cupcakes aren't going through him, so I mean, he's clearly got some flesh to him.
Nice leg.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, so he's Travis. He's the Travis.
That's
all right.
Creepy. Do you know
Oh my god.
Yeah. I guess a good example of a reverse harem that doesn't go into like specific aesthetics of stuff. Actually, speaking of Travis, would be My Street, because ultimately there's a little bit of there's a little bit of a pipeline going from like the extremes of the different boys' personalities, at least the ones that like are into AF now, towards the beginning. So that kind of doesn't really conform to like a specific visual, I suppose, which could have very easily been added into Phoenix Drop High if that was an intention, but yeah, didn't seem to be the case.
Well, they also
the only
had
exception, I think, would be Aaron with the whole bad boy thing in Phoenix Drop High, but even that was, nuanced over time.
Yeah, but they also had school uniforms in Phoenix Drop High, so it's kind of hard to like make very nuanced, unique designs unless you go for like a very specific area. Also, Minecraft.
We saw them out of uniform on multiple occasions. At least Gareth and Lawrence. Maybe not so much Dante and Travis, but Gareth and Lawrence certainly.
We saw Travis out there, but Travis also wasn't a love interest.
Oh yeah,
Travis wasn't a love interest.
Okay, fair enough. Like I'm also referring to like My Street Season 1 as well, where that is also a plot point between particularly like the 4 roommates in that house.
What?
Oh god, the glitching. Oh, she smacked him with a chair. Oh.
Okay, with no sound effects. And now a crowd has been drawn. Mm-hmm. You'll pay for that, Malfoy. Eat slugs. You ate slugs.
Where do we need to go? Because a lot of people are staring at us.
Stop staring at us.
What? Stop staring
at us. Don't make me raise my voice. Yeah, there was no like vocal direction.
All the boys voiced
didn't exist.
By like the same voice actor? I can't.
Not sure actually.
Honestly,
I had to close down my other browser so I don't have the video open. So give me a second.
Guys sound very similar. I don't know why. They all sound very similar.
Well, I mean, just based on levels of energy alone, they sound incredibly similar. But yeah, I will check that because I need to reopen because it closed on me.
Yay! Also, I'm pretty sure. Also, you put the description in. A group is a group.
Yeah, that's because I didn't know if I was going to if I needed to remake the stream. I didn't want to write all that out again because, quite frankly, that was a lot of time that I would have wasted doing that. Oh, I can't remember where you sent the playlist now.
What?
Oh wait, no, I see it. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry that it's short and has low quality. I promise will make better than this. Uwu. Reminder, I just made a gacha version of a Philippine drama. I hope you this vid and please subscribe for more vids and hit notification bell so you won't miss any of my vids. Okay, so it does seem like yes. So there are different there are different voice actors for all of the for all the characters. I don't think there's anyone who has a multi-role.
Well, they all sound bad.
I mean,
they all are awful.
All right. Well, not going to dispute that at the moment.
I need to clean this mess before the boss.
Daisy!
Don't worry, it just disappeared a second ago.
Yes.
Go to my office. We need to talk now.
Great. Now I'm in trouble. I'm so sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to waste the cupcakes.
It's your 3rd time incident already. I'm very sorry, but you're
Yeah,
fired.
it's your 3rd time incident already. That's a sentence.
Please don't. I really need this job.
Sorry, Daisy, but you need to go now.
I just kind of got
No,
this. This episode was written. This episode was written and directed by Tommy Wiseau. If you think about it, this is your 3rd time incident this week, Mark. I have to fire you. Oh, hi, bad boy.
So what if they speak? So what if they speak?
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to get a new job?
I mean, the keyframe
I feel
walking
like
is
that right
kind of nice, you know.
Yeah,
She's
it
so-
seems like there might actually be too many keyframes because I ran into this issue when in the first episode of Mutant Girl actually, where I thought that okay, if you add more keyframes into this, it will be much smoother. Not really, because the running was specifically meant to be in a straight line, and if you add more keyframes, it was like zigzag in between them, what you end up with is having as an image that moves at different speeds through different parts. So, and that's also the reason that the background was like really like wibbly wobbly as well in the first episode, because some of the keyframing also was done wrong, so there's more risk of making a mistake and not being able to fix it properly. So yeah, in this instance we had like her like walking very slowly and then suddenly like speeding up and getting like closer as well. But yeah.
All those boys.
And now we're slow again.
What is this?
Oh,
Yeah,
I guess a flyer in the wind just hit her in the face.
Yeah.
what a crazy coincidence.
Yeah. Temmie's
Temmie.
Cafe, okay.
Temmie,
Well,
go to clinic!
Timmy's, well, more like Timmy's Cafe, but I think it's meant to be Temmie's, just based on,
Timmy
you
got a
know.
clinic! Timmy got a clinic! Timmy got a clinic!
Exactly. Needed new employee, now hiring. Holy.
Okay,
What
this
luck!
is my chance.
Yeah.
Dang, only if getting a new job was that easy.
Oh,
I know, right?
By the way, I like this edit here, Temmie's Cafe. Like the word cafe being on there, but
I love that. I love that.
so this is the cafe.
La café, la café, la café.
Yes,
Whatever.
yes. Pouvez commencer ma petite journée et me réveiller, moi je puis un café. Anyway.
How may I help you, ma'am?
I'm here to apply for a job.
Very well. Wait here for a second, ma'am.
Claire, get your butt over here.
What was
Hold
that?
on, did
they like make her voice like go higher? Did they speed up her voice?
it's just like, wait a minute, I gotta call the boss. Inhales helium.
Okay, boss, gonna come here for a second? Yeah? Alright.
Is that a chipmunk?
Wow, are you a voice actor from this series?
Wait, let me try again the start of this series.
Oh, hi, boss. Yes, we have someone applying for a new job, huh?
There we go.
Amazing.
Yes?
Oh, good lord, what happened to just fused in between
The
it?
layering messed up.
Hmm.
That's why I have a theory. When someone isn't talking, they're like either an export PNG or like just a static image. But like when they are talking, they're like green screen, but the layers aren't consistent. So you just constantly have them shifting and popping in front of people. Is my theory.
For the record, that is something that I at one point thought to indulge in Mutant Girl, but then realized the complications behind. So nowadays, even if the stuff is static images, they are all still screenshots. But I have dabbled in the other version.
Just follow me.
Oh, she dropped out of existence. Oh god.
Well, they're all jumping out of existence. I think because like all the frames are like squished together. Yeah. So
my god. Look, she's behind her as she passes her.
They're casually distorting reality as they speak. Well, it doesn't help that person has a microphone straight out of Baldi's Basics.
Oh god, the layering.
This is the rain. Good luck.
Oh, hi,
cutie.
Oh my god.
I literally said, oh, hi! I was joking before! No way! The battery's running low.
Girl, I don't think you want to work here. I mean, you're gonna get harassed 24/7 by these men. You're going to get harassed.
I haven't had an oracle moment that good in a while.
Oh, hi, cutie. It's like, oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, dude, I'm applying to work here. Please do not hit on me. This is very bad. Do not hit on me. I work here. You're my boss.
They haven't hit on. Yeah, they haven't hit on. Well, I don't know if they're bosses or co-workers or what yet. Yeah.
I think they're the boss.
What are you doing?
Well, all four of them.
Yeah.
Wait,
they're in a boy band.
you guys are the boss?
Yes, we are.
So, what brings you here?
Okay, he teleported behind her. That's not good. That's not a good first impression.
Maybe it's just a supernatural series.
1 minute later, I quit. Roll credits.
This is what she should have done.
It's like I.
Can you imagine if it just imagine just like just opens up the door. Oh, hi there. Nope. Roll credits immediately. Jump hard cut to credits.
I love that.
I was supposed to apply for a new job here.
And now I'm not.
Like I said, yeah, and exactly.
I guess I changed my mind. Goodbye.
Wait, what?
Good on you.
We don't need her anyway.
Hey, I lost my job.
What? Why?
Those 4 rude boys.
That was not why. You tripped before they showed up.
No, see,
Don't blame them.
She bumped into, so I don't know, bro.
I mean, I guess.
Wait. Oh, okay. So she bumped into someone. She was already like, excuse me, and then she bumped into somebody, but instead of falling backwards, she fell forwards. So she got fired for breaking the laws of physics. Okay, good to know.
Exactly.
It's like those YouTube prank videos from 2016. Like you dissect them for a second, and you realize like, oh wait a minute, that's not how science works.
Also, by the way, I hate her
Oh
shirt.
my God.
Because like her shirt, her friend's shirt or whatever. Like because like you see like the top part of her friend's shirt is like gray, but the sleeves are yellow, which more or less correspond to the bottom of her shirt. So wouldn't it make more sense to put the yellow on the top and put the gray on the bottom? Or make it both yellow? Because like why are the sleeves a different color?
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it.
Is it? Yeah. Is this her friend or her sister? Because I thought I heard her say sis before, but I might have misheard that.
Is this her mom?
The cupcakes fell into the other guys, and they
Well, if it's her mom, I definitely wouldn't have. I definitely misheard the word sis.
didn't even bother to help me. They just left me there.
What?
I really
Well,
hate
they don't
them.
work there. They don't work there. Why would they help you?
Yeah. Also,
I mean,
you got 2 cuckers on one of the guys' heads. They had a right to be annoyed at that point.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Temmie?
Yes. Why?
They are so famous on Instagram and Facebook. My friend,
Oh my. Not Facebook.
That's why. Yeah, there was so famous on Instagram and Facebook. That's why their establishment was empty when I went into it. That makes sense.
What? You want to also lose your job? Like me?
Actually, no. I've got a solution here. You know, she quits her job but gives it to the sister, or the main character, whatever. And then the main character doesn't have to deal with them, and she can go work with the Temmie and deal with the harassment from the 4 Instagram boys.
It's harassment. It's fine.
She'll learn eventually. She'll realize after a day of working there. Yeah.
It's like someone he keeps calling me cutie. Every time I walk by him, he even tried to touch me.
Yeah, there's no one that keeps calling me kitten. Is that a thing people say now?
like
my
that.
God.
I just want to see them. Oh, and by the way, let me introduce them. This is Mason.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, now we're gonna get the character archetypes. Okay, then. All right. By the way.
Why?
Oh, wait a minute. I think you know what? Those Kevlar vests or whatever that have the pockets at the front or something. I think they just made that skin colored.
Oh my
It
god!
looks like his abs are pockets.
No, that's why he's white, because that way they can literally make him shirtless whenever they want.
Well, there you go. I guess that means we have one other shirtless guy to contend with in a second.
Perv.
What? No. He's the most handsome guy out of
He
them.
keeps calling her
This
cute.
is Tristan, the most...
See,
He's the most handsome guy. Must leave immediately, Mega Man. You'll find Dr. Wowie.
both these guys don't actually go out in the sun ever, so that's why they're the color of ghosts.
Yeah, but then they're the last one that should be shirtless right now because they're gonna get the most damage done to them. Be a belly with a 6-pack. Oh my goodness, that sounds like a lyric to a country song. Be a belly with a 6-pack.
This is you.
Also, wait. So we just saw a guy at a beach shirtless, and then we saw a guy at a resort shirtless.
Yes, I said there's gonna be one more shirtless guy.
No, but these aren't very unique archetypes at all. Like, what is one a surfer archetype, one a rich boy? But I mean, I wouldn't really associate a rich boy with I don't know. These are very weird.
Having good physiques.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's like the way these archetypes are being shown. It's like they're not really defined by any archetype, even though they're supposedly archetypes.
I mean, I feel like in most situations, characters not being defined by a singular archetype is usually a good thing. In fact, that's probably one of the issues that harem well, I mean, is the point of some of them. I will say again, other examples like My Street, as we've mentioned before, and I guess also Diaries, you can't pinpoint an exact archetype that any of them are supposed to be, but yet you still have a very clear defined difference between all of them.
Lawrence is the flirty guy who's very upfront with his feelings, or at least with Diaries. At least with Diaries, it's super defined. Lawrence is the upfront guy with his feelings. And then Gareth is the more honorable, chivalrous guy who doesn't really talk about his feelings, but he's always there to support you and to care for you.
What's Dante then?
Dante was introduced late into the game and not a serious love interest.
Right. Okay.
In that case, he wasn't a serious love interest.
Okay. Well, if you apply the same thing to My Street, that's where it gets more nebulous between them, and by that stage, the characters already were.
In My Street, Lawrence actually stays kind of same archetype. Gareth.
Yeah, but then again, Dante the second time.
Gareth, instead of being like a chivalrous person who like is always there to support you, but is like not, and cares for you. I don't know. Instead of being like his exact Diaries thing, he's more of the himbo who has no brains but is dumb and And Aaron is a mysterious guy.
Well, yeah, like I said before, Aaron was always the exception for me.
Aaron is archetype.
Yeah, but I've also got on record to say that among like Gareth. I guess not. We'll go back to that in a second because I want to stay on the My Street topic for a moment longer. Because I've gone on record to say before, like there's like a pipeline between like the ways like Gareth, Lawrence, Dante, and Travis act, where gradually each one gets like more and more like bold and flirty as you go along. It's like there's one that's like, oh yeah, he's the noble one, he's the flirty one. It's like, okay, they each have like different levels of both of them going on. That's why to me it's not as clear cut as you're making it sound, at least in My Street.
The most
but yeah, I guess in this, back to this. Okay, I guess. Well, I suppose if this is like edited in like a an art app of some kind, then you wouldn't need to do that in the first place. But that also raised the question as to why the two were so pale then, if that was not the end goal.
No, but also I don't really get like showing shirtless Gacha characters. Like, what you want me to look at like this chibi character and be like, oh my god, them. Beer gut / abs. I don't know what those are, but those look real good. Oh man, I just
And you say that how many characters have we created that people have had a crush on?
To be fair,
I have no idea what you're talking
about.
Yeah, exactly. For example.
To be fair,
it's not just you, for the record.
That was a majority into the writing and voice acting as well.
Yeah, it's just the writing.
Those stuff carried those characters.
Yeah, why would I choose? Why would I choose?
I like how you specified it was the writing in front of Felix's voice actor.
Why?
I said writing and characters.
No. I meant it was mostly the writing. Oh my god.
It's fine. Aiden wrote for Felix as well. It's fine.
Prism, you don't like me? I just want to help my sister. I just want to be a good brother for my sister. You don't like me? My voice? What's wrong with my voice? Is there something wrong with me? How are we supposed to get married, Prism, if you don't like my voice? How's our wedding gonna work? How can I say I do if you don't like it?
It's my favorite thing about you.
Oh my goodness! I mean, he broke up with Empress like 6 years ago. He's available.
I'm single, Prism. I'm single.
Wow. I was gonna say, why would I choose you like a ginger character?
I don't know. You clearly did.
My ginger hair? Should I dye it? Is it a flaw, Prism? Am I ugly with ginger hair? Oh my god.
Well, do you want it on a censor?
Prism, how could you? I'm gonna go kidnap another child and experiment with them.
I support you.
On them. Oh god, Felix says something's wrong. Try.
No! I support your flaws! And your flaws are being
I support
ginger!
your flaws of experimentation on
No,
making
being ginger. She said your flaws are being ginger.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's the most Eric Cartman line I've ever heard you say in your life.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, anyway, back to another ginger character.
Last one is Eric.
Oh, they're in the same post.
What's wrong, Daisy? He's the guy who bumped into me. Didn't even bother helping me. Gosh.
I mean, it had to be one of them because you mentioned the 4 guys, so it's not a surprise that he's the one who bumped into you.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, he's almost...
Yeah, see? Exactly. Normal reaction. That's the first line that I think is delivered the way that you would expect it to be, because it is such a nothing burger of a sentence.
Cutest one.
I love it.
Cute? Whatever. By the way, Sydney, I gotta go now.
Did that leaf just set on fire? What is...
To look for another.
Yeah, look, the plant back on this, like, I think the keyframe is weird, so there's like a bit of like a flicker of orange that happens sometimes.
Also, there's a watermark.
This is a stock image. There's a watermark.
There's a watermark.
Well, yes. Well, there's also the Kind Master one, but yes, this too. Okay, fair enough.
Why would you pick a background of a watermark and not at least try to zoom in to avoid the watermark of the stock image?
Well, yeah, because actually, also the way that the sister is sitting right now, she's like on the very edge of the chair. If you move the image over, then she won't be like having her legs over the glass table. You know, she's gonna get cuts and bruises by doing that.
Edit out the watermark, or try to edit it out or something. Use the smooth.
Because the texture that's over is so hard to define. It would just look like a grey smudge. It'd be very obvious, more than the watermark itself.
I don't know. The watermark's fairly obvious.
Well, yes, but a grey smudge I think would stand out even more.
Good job. Okay, bye.
Oh, he disappears out of existence. Oh.
And fades at a different time because of
course. Now she changed her outfit, I guess.
Well, I mean, she doesn't work there anymore. She doesn't need to be in uniform.
I apply for...
Oh, well, it's a different cafe. Never mind.
What cafe? Ghosty has to
The thing for Justin, since he doesn't have red hair. Well, I'm not sure if it's all Aiden voice-acted characters. I think it is just Felix.
Yeah, I think it's... Felix
From what I understand. I mean, unless we want to expand that to Adam, but I don't know. I haven't really talked about that.
Not Adam.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
I don't think I don't know my fallen angels process.
Have you seen? Wait, you should check out Quest of the Rising Sun. I want to see how you feel about Doc and how quirky he is. Doc is a quirky doctor. You know, he has pills.
He's not ginger.
He's not ginger. He has white hair with blue streak. Herbal
even
blue.
Better.
Even better. You know, but you know, he has pills. He's a doctor. He's quirky. He's not like other doctors. He can turn people into cat girls.
Oh my goodness. I've got pills.
Why did this turn into my own harem?
I have no idea, considering the Quest of the Rising Sun is not set up like that. Anyway, I guess Ghosty's back. She can talk more about that if you want to hear, I guess. I don't know, since the topic came up.
Like, you bring in Quest of the Rising Sun. Speaking of Quest of the Rising Sun, there's been a bit of drama around that recently.
Oh, yeah. Yay.
I'm not supposed to talk about it, but I spread it to everyone anyway.
Yay.
I mean, technically that is, somewhat different, I feel like, on Discord, but yeah.
Yeah, that is somewhat different. But, speaking of, does no one want to talk about the fact that guy popped in,
Oh no, characters been popping in and out of existence this whole video so far.
Yeah, we're numb to it by now.
It's like, oh my god, stop popping in. It's annoying. It's like, why can't if a character's in a scene, you can't just have them be like, oh, they're here for a frame, they're not here for a frame. They're here for a frame now.
How I would have fixed this whole video is that I would have gone in
post-production angles.
I would have processed the video before adding in all of the angles.
Yeah.
literally the entire, like, not to mention the voice acting, but
It's
I'm
trash.
not doing. It's not trash. It's just not good.
Yeah, the direction was non-existent. Like I said before, the direction was non-existent in other stuff beforehand, but if that's the case, then the voice actors usually pick up the slack. In this case, there is no slack that's being picked up, and the director didn't step in to be like, hey, can we do that take again? At least once? Any other way? I'm gonna hide over here in my writing corner. Okay, fair enough. That also makes sense.
Or any job here?
Sorry, we have
Oh, and the entire image also shifted over now.
enough employees.
Serious?
Okay, can I mention for a second? Can I ask you
Yeah.
if there is any job here? No, sorry, we have full-on employees. Oh.
Yeah, well, she's trying to find any cafe that isn't the Temmie one to work at currently. Although then again, you think if a Temmie cafe was super famous on Instagram, they could put an ad for like help wanted on Instagram and get some of their devoted followers to come and work for them much more easily than a sign outside on their establishment that is usually empty.
Yeah, but like, I mean, why is she going for a cafe? Why not just apply anywhere if she needs a job? Like, just go apply at other places. Don't just apply at cafes.
I think that's mainly like her resume experience. I will also remind you that when you switched jobs from a movie theater, you went to another movie theater. So people follow patterns sometimes.
It was kind of there at the time, so I just kind of was like, I'm gonna apply here. And oh, look, got an interview, I got a job, cool, whatever. I need a job.
Well, there you go. Again, people follow patterns sometimes, and also you have experience.
Now I don't work at a movie theater. And I work,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get a job at a retail place. Yay.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying people follow the cafes like all their life. I'm just saying that, you know, in general.
Sleep, brother.
They kind of look related.
I think she did just say brother there. I missed the first part of that line. I'm gonna rewind. Let me just,
I think it's Oh Brother.
Seriously, brother?
Oh!
Are they related?
Yeah.
Might be. Unless you're saying brothers in like bruh or something, which I doubt it. It does seem like. Yeah, I guess she's going to like all of her siblings for advice now. If the other character was indeed her sister, yeah. Also, purple-haired girl's sister maybe invisibility powers are genetic. I mean, it's not just them who've been plane shifting, so unfortunately, not the case. But otherwise, it's
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, he just figured out like, as soon as she left.
Yeah, we need like either background music or sound effects really quickly because my goodness, this is the silentness is awkward.
Does Cane Master only have one like audio layer? Maybe that's why. I don't know.
I think it might have.
You have too many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the free version I think only has one.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I mean, there are ways around that also. In fairness, what you can do actually, if you have an audio editing software like Audacity, for example, you actually can edit all your audio into one layer on there and then apply over. Risk of doing that, of course, being that you might end up not being able to time it to the video properly because it's going to be synced up somewhere else. But it's better than nothing, I think. So not my recommended method, but you know, if desperate, then maybe a possibility.
You know, she's just like go into IHOP right now. I'm calling this IHOP because of my street. We're in IHOP now.
Sure,
Okay,
fair enough.
There's one thing that's happening in this video all the time that's super distracting, and that's the character's jumping position.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not.
Because I gotta say, from an editor's perspective, that isn't a layering issue. That's a position issue, and it's easily fixable in any program by taking account of the coordinates of your characters and aligning the stills with those.
Yeah, I mean, I will say some people just are not very versed in maths, so they just end up not doing that. But that is one method. The other one, I think the reason why we had this issue in the first place, my theory at least, is that you know how some screen capture stuff, it either captures the entire screen or you have like a tool that can select a specific region. I think that the creator is selecting the region, but because of human error, is not selecting the same region each time, and therefore the characters will change position because the center of where the characters are, what we actually see of them before they get green screened in, is always going to be different as a result of that. Actually, to go back to to Quest of the Rising Sun, actually, the way that I always make like new PNG tubers is I also only have a screen select one, but I select like I go to like the most extreme version, I select like the entire screen, then crop out both layers identically in Fire Alpaca, and then make PNG tubers that way. So I have the two images that will always match up.
Any job available?
Sorry, we're not available.
We're not
It's so
available.
hard to find a job.
Did someone record that audio on their phone in
It
public?
sounded like a child, like a 5-year-old. Like, sorry, not available.
I think
Yeah, probably like. Probably
I think
is.
someone's younger sibling might have done that.
Yeah, like
yeah.
the creators.
Potentially,
It's just
or
the
one
fact
of the VA's younger siblings. You never know.
You could. It's just the
probably.
fact that you could hear people in cars in the background of that one line. They recorded on their phone outside.
Oh my god, it's just like
Yeah.
Apex.
Well, Apex, I think, just had like a fan that was constantly going, which
Oh,
was
really?
very difficult to reduce. Well, it could be like that. It was consistent static. It wasn't like it varied from moment to moment, like you would have like outside with wind and cars and whatnot. See Anime Walking Wednesdays for reference of what I'm talking about. But it was just like all the way through, just general static, which seems like it was that could come either from like a consistent ventilation system, or just generally poor mic quality. That could also happen.
Like, I have no problem with young voice actors. It's just the quality of these lines just kind of jumps around.
Yeah.
I really hate those boys.
Hold on. That'd be cool. Stop at a family of different visibility powers. One turn to miss, one can turn to camouflage with walls, one could just teleport. No. I went to be writing frigid fantasy, but also that sounds cool.
Also, I'd like to say the facial expression was of her screaming in anger. Meanwhile, the voice direction, I just really hate those boys.
Yeah. I mean, in all fairness, she had one bad experience with them. Hate is definitely a very strong word in this instance. Like, I wouldn't want to be around them personally.
They did also harass her when she went to apply for a job, not realizing they'd be there, and immediately harassed her. So
Did they? Because I mean, all they did was like, I think one of them said like, "Hey" something, and then the other one said like, "Oh, yes, we are the job." Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's pretty rude just to say to someone you don't know.
No,
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say that all four have done something yet, because they haven't. I think it might be like that one guy, the one Travis guy.
Yeah, only Travis has said something. None of the rest of them have harassed her in any way. So she's saying, I hate those boys as a general statement to describe one person.
She hates all men, okay? She's going for the girls now. She's going for the girls now. She's gonna date this waitress girl right here.
Oh, that'd be good actually.
You know what? Let's who needs a harem of boys when you can have a harem of women?
You're so right. You're so
Which is the original context of harem, as what Ghosty described earlier.
Yeah, but we're talking about suffix.
Sapphic harem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Why do you not
Oh, my
sound
goodness.
convinced? Are you not an ally?
I am.
Not you.
That was more of a question for me, yeah, because like you actually are LGBT, so yeah, you're in by default.
I'm in. Oh wait, we're going back to this girl. What? Okay, we're going back.
Because there are no other
God.
cafes, so this is the only option available. That's the process.
Yeah, but don't apply here. Again, apply somewhere else, please.
Yeah, don't
try anywhere else. Don't go here. This is a bad
I mean,
idea.
Aiden, you're such a connoisseur of harem tropes. I think you would recognize forced into close proximity with love interest.
Yeah, but that's normally out of like coincidence, not out of choice.
Is it not a coincidence that she met them by chance and then they just so happen to be the owners of the joint bosses of a cafe that she applied to immediately afterwards? That's a coincidence right there.
Yeah, but normally it's like, oh, we just happen to go to the same school, or oh, we just happen to be a part of the same club. It's not, oh, I'm actively gonna join something where I know it's a bad idea immediately, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Like, come on, apply anywhere else. We've only seen you apply at cafes and maybe a restaurant.
Go to Walmart or something.
Yeah. I mean, Walmart's not great, but it's probably better than being harassed by that one guy 24/7.
By that one guy. It should.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully she can have like a conversation with him and say, please don't, pass my boundaries. It depends. I mean, there's a good chance he won't listen, but it's worth attempting at least.
Also, I'd like to say one thing about this girl. Do you notice that her ponytail looks like it was partially erased? And that she's cut in, and that she's cropped into the background in a very weird way.
Oh, that's also a thing for like every person behind a counter. That's consistent because they've cropped out the bottom of the character so they can be like behind the counter.
Also very poor quality compared to our main protagonist here. Like, look at one of them looks like was made in a microwave. The other looks like was made normally.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of like sometimes with thumbnails where we just like wear like the way that like I put us on this
universe.
Oh no, the Flash never got there in time.
Oh no.
Where is your boss?
In their room. Oh. Why? She disappeared for the
business.
whole frame. It's
yeah,
not your
like
business.
that. Like,
wow, how to get a job 101. Go up to her. Where is your boss? It's like, It's like, why? It's like, none of your business. Where are they?
Oh my god.
This feels like a Ryan George sketch. It was like you seem to have some anger issues. You would think that, wouldn't you? Yes, I do. Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
I hate this. I hate all of this.
I love this. I love this.
Now she's just walking off the back without consent of like the employee or like any management or anything. She just it's like, I'm gonna go down to your boss now. I'm not telling anyone.
Move over. Well, I mean, she does know the room now, I guess.
I'm going to say this makes me angry from an editing perspective because there are so many mistakes.
Look at the layering, though. She's literally like the girl behind the counter is in front of her. Not...
Aiden,
I'm gonna say something I didn't think I ever said before. This is worse than Theater Throwdown, editing wise.
This is worse than Theater Throwdown because at least Theater Throwdown had some visual consistency.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
every now and then.
the visual consistency of this is soup. Literally worse soup, actually. It's water.
Oh dear. She appeared again and then also vanished a second time. Just cut away from the image. You don't have to show her like walking off the screen. Just cut.
What brings you here?
What brings me here?
Oh god, that guy glitched. Oh, what? The guy disappeared. The guy teleported.
There was a blue
like...
voice standing a little to the right, and then the creator realized, hey, red vampire guy isn't here, and just quickly inserts him into the frame.
I sense pretty lady with nice legs. Hello!
Oh, I don't know. Because of you guys, I got fired. Now I can't even find a job that are hiring.
I mean, it was your third incident, so it seems like you were already on thin ice before that.
Now I can't even find a job that are hiring.
Yeah, but you only applied at 3 places. As someone who's been on the job, and I can say I have applied like over a dozen places, probably more. I kind of
Like,
lost track.
even-
You just keep applying until you get an interview, and then you go to said interview and hope you get the job. If you don't get the job, you keep applying till you get another interview.
It also
You go to the
it also
interview.
depends. It also depends on like how big this town is and what they actually have to offer. That being said,
They
this is all
can't have
custom
only
backgrounds.
cafes to offer. They can't.
That
only
being
have-
said, this is also custom backgrounds, and it seems to be that they're in the middle of a bustling metropolis in the background there, so there probably are more options, ultimately speaking.
Also, I was going to say that I wouldn't even say that she applied for any jobs because none of the cafes she went to, she didn't take her resume with her. She didn't call ahead of time and get interviews. She just walked up to employees and asked, "Hey, do you have any jobs here?"
That is
And
how
when-
you used to be able to do it, but yeah, not really not really a thing anymore.
So really, she just walked up to random people and said, "Hey, you work here. Can I have a job?" She didn't have a resume or anything. She didn't call ahead of time to ask management if they have positions open. She just kind of...
Wait, that's what Kawaii-chan did! This is how Kawaii-chan worked at the maid cafe!
No.
I mean, so yeah, again, this definitely seems to follow more My Street rules than general harem/reverse harem. Why do they look related? I hope they aren't if these are love interests for our main character. Well, they can. Well, I mean, sometimes you have like two siblings that are pining after the same person. That's not an unusual setup, actually.
Actually, one of my favorite reverse harems on High School Host Club,
Has twins.
has twins pursuing the main protagonist.
Yeah, one of my favorites, Cherem Anime, happens to also have twins in it for a split second.
Cherem?
If people don't know, Cherem Anime is like a long running like gag series that ProZD does. Because it started off being like, you know, if a harem anime had protagonists that were all furniture. So it was just like I like how we've been friends since we were since I was young, Betchan. What you ever seen is more than a friend. It's like Fan-chan, pervert! No, Tomoko-chan, wait! Oh, I love you. Then there's like two chats was like, the twins! Lamp-senpai, you remembered.
As someone who's seen a lot of harem anime, this isn't working off My Street rules. They've just inserted a girl into a random situation and we're like, oh look, boys!
Maybe we should have been going to boys' school after all.
2018, 2019. Girl goes to school. Boys! Story.
Except this was 2020.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
I like how all of these boys seem vaguely surprised, except for Vampire Guy. I'm going to call him Vampire Guy because he looks like he hasn't seen the sun since the 1600s.
Frankly, I don't see what you're complaining about. She's applying for a job and we have a job open. And also, she has nice
wearing
legs.
a cross, and if he was a vampire, that would be burning him. If we're going like Buffy rules.
Like
standard
but I'm
vampire
not going
rules.
I'm not going Buffy rules. I'm just saying that he looks like a vampire.
Yeah.
For my family. So can I please get a job here? Any job will do.
Any job?
I mean, how about the one that you have available that you posted for?
You may maid.
Oh, speaking of layering issues.
Oh, guys.
Ha ha ha! Be my maid! Ah ah ah! One, that is one maid dress!
Okay, speaking of layering issues, the vampire guy's head is above, his brother's head in the background. And then when he, started moving, his head went behind the guy in the background instead of in front.
Yes. The head layering changes whenever someone speaks. How would you like your tea, sir? With 2 sugar cubes. Let me see as you place the sugar cubes. 1 sugar cube. 2. That is 2 sugar cubes. How many biscuits would you like? 3 biscuits. Okay, moving on.
I'm not joking around. I'm serious.
A personal assistant?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh,
he
got
shrunk
it.
twice.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll
now it's
take.
gone.
No, 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 we don't need her.
What?
Oh, there's two
Wait.
of him.
Oh,
no.
wait a second. Yeah, there was because there was two. Oh, because like the speaking one and the image, they're not synced up properly. So the creator's trying to match them up, and also failing to do so at the same time. It is very difficult if you don't have a device that can like zoom in properly.
What?
Oh no.
Don't assault them.
Ah, yes. This is how. This is how I get. This is how I get a job. Let me. You know. Oh no! It seems like you started to clean up. If only I had a maid to do that for you. Oh well. I guess I'll hire myself.
My vase. If that.
That has to come out of her pay. I mean, come on. Or if they haven't hired her yet, but if they hire her, it's gonna come out of her pay.
This is gonna kill me.
Is
I'm
this
so,
Orin?
so
This
sorry.
is Orin. Or God, I can't say the name of the anime.
Orin
anime
High School
goes-
Host Club.
Yeah, no, it's literally how the main girl ended up working at the host club because she was a girl dressed as a boy. I forget why she was there.
Like she,
But like,
was-
and then she accidentally
okay,
breaks a
I'm
vase
going
they're going to sell. So then then she's like, then they're like, they still think she's a boy at this point. So they're like, how about you
Okay.
work here to pay off the debt because you broke that? We're gonna sell that and get a lot of money for the club. So she's like, okay. But then it's revealed, oh, I'm a girl. Then she's like, listen, I don't care. And they're like,
Like,
what? You're a girl? She's like,
she
yeah.
was-
Well, we've signed the papers. We can't dismiss her now. Bureaucracy
Also,
and all that.
She was dressed as a. She wasn't dressed as a boy. She just has a vaguely boyish body type. So they thought she was a boy at first until they connected the dots and figured out, wait, you're not a guy.
So it's like so 12th night. I gotta maybe I should check this out actually.
Well, actually, no. 12th night though, she purposely dressed like a boy. That was a
Okay.
purposeful
Like,
dress.
she went into music room 3 because she thought it wasn't occupied. She didn't know that a club was in there at the moment. She was looking for a quiet place to study until she happened upon the host club.
She was looking for a quiet place and chose a music room. All right.
One of the 3 music rooms.
Honestly, you know what? Schools need to have more than one music room, especially the one in my passion. They need more than one music room so they could not have like the eavesdropping recording booth. But anyway, the difference from what you're describing there and this is that the key word that Ada said was accidentally. She clearly just like lifted up a stiletto and threw it purposefully in their direction. That feels much less like an accident, even though she's playing it off like it was.
I mean, what would you rather stab someone with her heel? Because that would be horrible. Don't stab someone with a heel.
They point out the fact that Rippers look because of trust but Gacha and siblings people can be so weird. Well, as long as they're not like into each other and they stick to the main character, then you know we should be in fine territory.
Didn't know that vase cost 300,000 pesos, huh?
Okay, 300,000 pesos. That's interesting. That implies that you know like a location to where we are. So it seems like
we're in the
either
Philippines, maybe I think.
or Mexico. I forget which one. I think.
Well, I mean, a Philippine drama was mentioned in the description, so I'm like, maybe this is meant to be in the Philippines.
Yeah.
That would make sense actually. And it will also explain, I guess, the accent between everyone, I suppose. Okay, I'm just checking here. 300,000 pesos to dollars. That is 15,012 United States dollars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you're screwed now.
It does seem so. Not only does she now need a job, but she's also now in crippling debt. See, here's the thing. Like, it seems like this is like meant to be the motivation for why she's like able to stay there, but also she already needed the job in the first place, presumably also for money, so we didn't need this addition.
Yeah, this is like a weird addition. It's like we already, she already needed a job for, money reasons. Like, why do we need to add this additional thing?
Yeah.
Nani?
But that's so expensive.
Nani indeed.
Why'd you throw your heel?
Sorry, but you're still gonna pay it.
I mean, it's a 300,000 peso vase in the middle of like a cafe, Instagram fame or otherwise. It's still quite a dumb decision, but fair enough.
No, well, no.
Don't
Here's
have
the thing: we're in like the manager office, so it's not even in the middle of the cafe. It's in the private manager office that supposedly no one besides employees should be in there.
Yeah, but I mean,
Therefore-
even despite that, most like managers in like cafes, I doubt would have the funds in order to buy something that's worth 300,000 pesos normally at
It
least.
could be like an antique vase from like the family or whatever, from their family or whatever that was valuable.
This is just one of like Gordon Ramsay's lesser known locations.
Like, they say that this is based off like a Portuguese thing. Are you sure it isn't based closely off of On High School Host Club?
This is.
Oh no, the original. No, sorry, the Filipino drama I think was meant to be like the video before this one that came out, not necessarily this. Although who knows, maybe that particular drama also was inspired by our own High School Host Club. You never know.
Oh my goodness, I feel like I should watch On High School Host Club again just to understand what's happening here.
I would love to watch it in general because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
I have not seen it. I have only seen clips.
In that case,
I'm guessing it's on Crunchyroll, so I'll check it out later.
Honestly, if you're gonna watch that, I want to watch it with you. I love On High School Host Club.
I mean,
It
hey,
was
I'd
one
be
of
up to
my
watch it
friends-
with you if you
It
have a
was-
way to watch it because I don't know where to watch it at.
Well, we're almost done with the video, so we can try off camera and see what happens.
Yay!
Okie dokie.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, there you go. End of the video.
Pause.
Like I said.
I told you. Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes,
Shawn
please!
Mendes.
Shawn Mendes, leave!
Shawn Mendes is dead.
Get out of here, Shawn Mendes!
You don't want to be part of this.
You don't want to be part of this, Shawn Mendes.
Yeah. So there we go. We have the different Tristan, Eric, Mason, and Yuri, I guess, or maybe Dylan. I know they're in order.
I'm guessing one of them. I guess the one like who was sad about the vase being broken embodies like the soft boy. You know, oh my god, you destroyed the vase. Oh no, that kind of like soft boy maybe energy.
Like,
The one sitting on the couch and I'm guessing embodies like mean guy energy. Like I'm a jerk. What's up? The guy in red embodies the flirt. I don't know what the other guy embodies, but that's what I'm gauging, I guess.
Okay.
See, so you were able to infer those like harem tropes based on what they do in the series, not just what they look like.
I said
or
guessing.
What they look like.
It probably
also,
is, but the looks would have helped.
I would like to say that it's really ironic that the flirt is the vampire-looking person.
He looks like a vampire.
But to be honest, all of them look like vampires except one that looks like Germany from Italia.
Oh my god, that's
but based on vampire lore, I would have thought that the flirt being the vampire was actually more of an obvious connection, considering what they were like originally meant to be.
Also, Prism, I'm sorry. I feel like I just activated your neurons by saying that.
Well, it's Italia.
We both know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm more than aware of what Italia is.
Oh lord.
But yeah, no, from a reverse here and like writing standpoint, like design standpoint, it just sucks that all their designs don't really correspond to like whatever they're trying to emulate. Which, keep in mind, I don't think this is meant to be some subversion. This is meant to be an honest attempt at it. Like, this isn't a deep subversion to show how things could be more depth. No, it's like literally someone just doing something poorly.
This is
someone.
If it wasn't meant to be a subversion, then if it's not meant to be like at least applying like a different spin, not based on full subversion, not meant to be like its own spin, why is it not hitting those tropes that you're mentioning? Like, you feel like if people are so used to and so exposed to these things, most of the time when people start off writing and they've only been exposed to certain ideas, they will copy those ideas. That's why you have so many copycats in Gacha because they're so young.
It is hitting those tropes, but it's just the design isn't the design doesn't convey the tropes well. Like the Gacha designs don't convey what tropes they're trying to emulate, which isn't good. They all look like they're conveying the same trope. even though they're not, which is dumb.
Yeah, they all look to be different variations of the same archetype. They are, by the way.
Like, it just annoys me. Like, it just, like, I mean, I'm all for, like, if you're not trying to subvert something, you gotta, even from a design standpoint, I hate when all the characters look the same. Like, all the characters outside of, like, the slight color variations look the same. And it annoys me. It's like, when you have a cast, I shouldn't look at them and then, like, I couldn't pinpoint anyone's name from this episode. Like, I couldn't be like, oh, this character was this character. Like, no.
Like,
I don't think they said their names either, so...
I only remember that one of them
wait, no, they
kind of
did.
looks like a vampire.
And it's just kind of annoying because, like, the character designs clearly aren't there.
This is going to seem like a weird connection, but but the way that the design right now, the way that they're portrayed, it reminds me a little bit of what they tried to do with, like, the early Beatles. Because obviously, like, late stage Beatles, they look very, very distinct from each other. They eventually learned this and, like, it eventually evolved. Early Beatles, on purpose, were dressed and, like, and designed, like, well, designed, like, aesthetically, for, like, the brand purposes, almost identical to each other. And yet, despite that, people still, like, argued over who their favorite Beatle was based on like, you know, minor differences and details between them. Similar to similar to boy bands today, except for, you know, obviously with the added aesthetic differences on top of it.
But,
not to say that was a deliberate connection, but, you know, like
you
Prism
know,
mentions,
reverse harem
sometimes
I
I just
actually
find those.
like, you know, Minor
My Street?
Demons, like.
Okay, yeah, that too.
I don't really like My Street for, like, the reverse harem elements. That's kind of just meh to me from my
fair.
perspective. But
My Street
like
wasn't.
Minor Demons nails the different aesthetics, where it's like, you know, it nails like how each of them, like, Rise kind of has eventually gets glasses, but, like, you can kind of tell how he's, like, studious with, like, the robe and stuff, you know. And how he's, like, meant to be a smart one. Leaf has, like, the sharper teeth.
The murderer.
Yeah, you know. Ash has, like, the ring on his thing and, like, has more of, like, a regal-esque vibe to his design. I kind of always got...
Well, I mean, he is a prince, so that makes sense. What about Noi, though? I'm not sure. I don't know if anything gives him away as a soft boy, apart from maybe his height, possibly?
The colors also do. Like, the yellow and the orange do... From a colors perspective, it does kind of give off softer vibes than the other guys. Those
remind me of Fire. I would have thought that would be more of an intense person, usually.
Well, it's the shade of orange
Yellow
being
and
used.
orange. Actually, yellow and orange are associated with sunshine and happiness.
Okay.
But yeah, no,
Red
like...
is associated with fire. Speaking of fire, oh my...
And, like, the whole vase is such a necessary plot point here. Like, she already needs a job. Do we have to introduce the vase element, too? Like, cool.
Yeah, that was already a thing I questioned.
Honestly, this seems like a poor bootleg of On High School Host Club.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they probably watched some of that and then were like, I like reverse harems. I'm going to do one. And did it poorly.
Honestly, this just makes me want to go watch On High School Host Club a little bit more.
Okay, we'll see if I can get Crunchyroll going on here. It depends if they have like screen share, stream protection thingy that happens sometimes. But yeah, we'll leave it here. Prism, do you have any final thoughts about this? Any memories flooding back to you now?
That is so peak. The best gacha series ever.
Best gacha series ever. You know, even better than Moon Girl. You know, it's even better than Royale Fairy Academy.
Exactly. At least the direction they're going towards is better. You know. I mean, you're still on episode 1, so you don't know. But like, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that is also fair. Yeah, and I will also say that the direction Royale Fairy Academy is going for us right now is worse. The direction it started off with, actually, early Royale Fairy Academy, I've been way more into than this if I started watching them at the same time. But you know, funny how things how things turn out. Oh dear, we're gonna have to put that through the filter now. I think there's time. Also, I think Ghosty
Huh?
heard that.
Hey Ghost, just curious, what does this end card look like to you? A heart with flowers.
I
Looks like
think
that to
that's
me.
not what Ghost Kitty's getting at. I think she's getting at the fact that it's like almost like every color under the sun is on this thumbnail, this end card, and what does that look like to
Oh.
someone
It
who can't
hurts my
perceive some of those
eyes.
colors?
End card hurts
yeah.
eyes.
Well, I guess in that case you concur with a lot of other people. So, so there you go.
Is it supposed
Also,
to
I've
be
realized
white?
that the
No. It's they're like pink, red, purple, green, yellow, orange.
in places that most of them for like the petals, like the backgrounds, the skyline is
The
blue with a
sky's like
mixture
a-
of like bright pink clouds.
It kind of looks like a galaxy.
It all looks to be extremely white to me. I don't know.
Hmm. Well, then there you go. Yeah, it's like a very light pink. Okay, that's it from us. I think next we'll come back to this at some other stage. We'll
Also,
we'll see.
just saying about her Gacho C, her ear isn't showing, but yet she has the earring and it annoys me. Like the way the hair chosen like doesn't show her ear, but like you still see the earring, and I hate that style. It's like you kind of gotta pick somewhere where the ear is showing to like actually give her like an earring hanging off it. The earring's just kind of floating in the
Yeah.
void.
Well,
Floating in her hair.
everything is floating.
Yeah,
floating in
what
the
they should have done. What they should have done in the app itself actually is change the layer of like where the hair shows up compared to the head accessories, but that's obviously grievances with the programming itself. That's not really, but yeah. Given that there are hairstyles that will expose the character's ears that will also match this, shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, it happens a lot, especially with like boy characters that have that particular cross earring. That's where I see it more often than not. But yeah, okay. Again, enough of this stuff. We're done here now. Let's have a for the next episode if we
leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters.
And Scott
And
done so
until
already.
next
And on that
time,
note, yeah.
farewell.